On this episode of Mapping It, we're exploring mid-Norway. We start off with an overnight stay in Hell and then head to the charming train station nearby. Next, we spend a few days in the beautiful Norwegian countryside catching up with family and relaxing at the beach. Our epic adventures in Norway come to an end in Trondheim, where we explore this beautiful city. Let's get started.
They say that what you give is what you get,
And just like that, we're in Hell, Norway. Right now we are standing next to the Hell Centre, which is the shopping mall, and it also happens to be attached to our hotel, Scandic Hell. And so we're going to go check in right now and give you a little room tour of what you can expect your stay in Hell to be like.
made up my mind now.
Welcome to our room at the Scandic Hotel in Hell. Let's go take a look. We got a pretty basic room here with wood floors, 2 twin beds. We got a seating area. And as you would expect in Hell, there are some imperfections. The chair's a little broken, not too much. And over here on the wall, we have a TV. As you can see, they are torturing us with the small size. Let's go check out the bathroom. On the way, we do have some storage here that's pretty nice. And the bathroom looks pretty clean for Hell. Got all the basics: shower, toilet, sink, and even a hairdryer. Overall, looks better than expected for where we are.
As you might expect, it is warm in Hell. At least it's warmer than where we were in Svalbard. This room is a little bit more torture to us because there is no air conditioning. So we're gonna sweat it out in Hell for the night, I guess.
Yes.
Hilarious. And we will see you tomorrow to explore Hell.
Good morning from Hell, Norway.
There's a lot of traffic.
Yeah, a lot of people going to Hell today. As to be expected, our sleep last night was a little roasty toasty when we're staying in Hell. The good news is that breakfast in Hell is delicious. Absolutely wonderful.
Indulgent.
Yes, indulgent for sure. As typical of Norwegian breakfasts. So if you get a chance to visit a hotel in Norway, do not skip the breakfast. Today we're going to explore a little bit of Hell and show you around. There's also a World Championship car race that's going on right now. So we're not really sure
How that's going to affect our plans.
Yeah, how that's going to affect things. So let's go explore Hell.
See this working anymore. I'm just sitting here killing time. Yeah, I know this world is beautiful, but I barely see it anymore. Go ahead, watch me walking out the door.
Well, one of the most interesting things to do in Hell is come to the historic train station. It's a gorgeous building with traditional architecture, and it's still in use today. It's a fun stop. If you visit Hell and come see the train station, you can also visit the Hell Art Studio.
So don't forget to breathe.
You can also make a phone call in Hell.
Are you Clark Kent? Hanging out in phone booths?
Well,
I guess I let you take the best of me, but I just pushed it down and let it be. So, see.
Well, there's not too much to do in Hell. This is probably the best thing you can come and see.
Yep.
There's also a beach if you want to go to the beach in Hell. We looked very hard, but we could not find Hell's Kitchen. And there is a shopping center if you want to go shop in Hell. Otherwise, this is probably the number one thing to see and do in Hell. And that wraps up our time in Hell. Gotta move on. Let's go. Good morning, friends. We've been hanging out with family for the last few days. It's been a lot of fun. We've been relaxing for a while, and we thought we'd take you along for a little bit of the ride that we've had. We've gone to the beach a couple times, done a little bit of walking here and there. Very chill, very, very chill.
take a little road trip.
Yeah, we took a little road trip to Rørvik. Our road trip to Rørvik was a fun adventure that included taking a ferry ride. If you've never been on a Norwegian ferry, it's an interesting experience. We had a lot of fun exploring Rørvik and learning some of the local history. Now we're currently exploring Namsos, so let's go on a little adventure. Namsos is a small town in mid-Norway. It has nice shops, traditional architecture, and vibrant street art. We had fun shopping, exploring town, and getting a bite to eat.
this was a nice little break from the go, go, go that we usually do when we travel. Tomorrow we leave to head towards Trondheim. We'll see you then. Well, good afternoon from Trondheim.
Yeah.
Well, Trondheim Airport, that is. We have a bit of time to explore before we fly on to our next destination. And so we're going to head into Trondheim to explore the city. Let's go.
We left our luggage at the airport hotel and hopped on a train into the city for one final adventure in Norway. Trondheim was founded over 1,000 years ago and was the capital of Norway during the time of the Vikings, so there's tons of history to uncover here.
Trondheim is the third largest city in Norway, and there's a lot to do here. Our first stop is Nidaros Cathedral.
Nidaros Cathedral is the world's northernmost Gothic medieval cathedral, and it took 230 years to build. Work started in 1070 and completed in 1300, and after standing for more than 500 years, it had been badly damaged multiple times by fires. So in 1869, renovations on the church began, and more than 150 years after they started, the renovations are still ongoing. The church has been beautifully restored and is definitely worth a stop on your visit to Trondheim. We arrived just after it closed, so if you go, don't make our mistake and get there earlier in the day.
Right next to Nidaros Cathedral is the Archbishop's Palace, which dates to medieval times, and the oldest building dates from the 1160s. The Archbishop's Palace is still used today for very important events. How cool is that? Such an old building being used today for like state functions and all that good stuff. Soirees, functions, all the important events. We've made our way over to Gammelby Brua, which is Old Town Bridge, and this particular bridge has stood in its place since 1860, but there's actually been a bridge here since the 1600s, which is a crazy long time. This is a very popular spot on tours throughout Trondheim, as you can see behind me with the tour group going past. And there's a fantastic view behind me of the old town buildings. The neighborhood on the other side of the river is called Bocklanda, and it's like taking a step back in time. It's filled with charming, colorful wood timber houses and buildings. It's really fun to walk around and explore.
Well, we had a lot of fun exploring Trondheim.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and we highly recommend checking out the city even if you have just a few hours to spare on a layover. And now we are heading back to the airport because we've got a fun place to go next. So we will see you in the next one. Good morning, friends. Today we are in Norway, and we've been hanging out with family for the last few days. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, mostly relaxing. That came out wrong.
Okay, yeah, say that again. Much relaxing was had.
Much relaxing. Good afternoon from Trondheim Airport and bus station. Well, we've made our way over to Gammelby. It is a wood bridge, and there are some facts about it. And there's also a fantastic view over there of places.